Ross?
Lauren.
Hey, you want to remember some guys?
Sure, okay, let's do it.
Awesome. We're going to jump ahead to 91 tops.
Cool.
Get out of the 80s for a bit. We also still have the gum there, looming as a threat if you fail to remember people.
Cool. Yeah.
Unless you'd prefer, there's gum in here.
Well, it sounds tasty. Oh, yes.
Love it. So for starters, we got the somewhat gum-damaged KIRT MANWARING.
Yeah.
You remember him?
I remember him because he spells his first name really weird. It's a K-I-R-T, right?
KIRT and then MANWARING.
Yeah, that's like the normal part of the name, is that his name is Manwar. He was a dude that, he's like a defense-first catcher on the Giants, but he was like, this is back, like prospect technology had not advanced sufficiently that you could not identify that guy was not going to be a star, and so the year before this, like Topps and Fleer and Donruss, everybody was like, rated rookie, future star, whatever, and like, I don't think that the guy even hit like 250 in the minors.
There's a quote-unquote monthly scoreboard on here that is really depressing. Nothing for April, May, and June, and then he had 2 hits in July, 0 in August, 0 in September.
I assume that's just
Why
a lot of
print
time
that
spent
up,
on the minors.
honestly?
Yeah, it's mean.
Yeah.
You should just put a fact about him and his interests, or some other player and that player's interests.
Yeah,
right there underneath it.
He had 2 hits all year. Oh, the return of Mike Jeffcoat.
Jeff Coat.
Yeah, he's been around a lot.
Mike Jeffcoat's been in the news.
What, he was the guy who wouldn't recruit Colorado players because they smoked weed.
Yeah.
Or not they smoked weed, but it was legal and he had problems in the... I don't know.
He
Whatever
it
wasn't.
He was confused about it, and he's another guy that like he lost his job because he emailed the guys.
He openly admitted to refusing to recruit players from a certain state. Do you remember a guy named Barry Jones?
Sorta. He was a relief pitcher. I will have gum if I'm wrong about this. He started out with the Pirates, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Good work.
Thank goodness. It hurts.
Art Howe, manager.
Yeah. Future Mets manager. Another guy whose name is a question.
Art.
Like you're challenging somebody, like you're at a museum, and you're like, my
Like
kid could paint this.
Art Howe.
Yeah, see? He's played by Philip Seymour Hoffman in Moneyball.
That's what I was trying to think. I didn't know if that was the...
He was upset about it, too, because he's like a fitness fanatic, and Philip Seymour Hoffman famously not a fitness fanatic.
You remember this guy?
Barry Bonds. I should probably have some gum.
Grab some gum for Barry.
Of course I remember Barry Bonds. What was cool about this version of Barry Bonds is that he could still run, and his head was a normal shape. And if he had just retired instead of going to the Giants, which I think he probably did the next year.
I went down like a YouTube hole of like Barry Bonds Giants highlights though, and like steroids or not, those are amazing home runs.
Yeah, he was the best. I mean, he was. I don't mind the, whatever, however steroid aided it was. Like, it's not easy to put
monster swing.
Right, it's not easy to put a bat on the ball. Period. Like no matter how yoked you get. But yeah, he would have been a Hall of Famer if he'd retired instead of going to the Giants.
Yeah,
he won like 2 MVPs with the Pirates. He was good as hell. We salute you, Barry Bonds.
Dan Pasqua.
He's back, yo. Now we can clarify some stuff. When last we talked about Dan Pasqua, I told the story as I remembered it, which was that when I was a child in North Jersey and Dan Pasqua was on the Yankees, someone impersonated him to get free manicotti at Italian restaurants around Bergen County, and presumably also in Union County. That is incorrect. What happened was the guy impersonated Dan Pasqua to get a woman to buy him, not a Camaro, like something less cool than that. A reader of the site's dad was, like, investigated that case.
Wow.
Yeah.
And finally, do you remember MARVELL WYNNE?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. His kid's on the U.S. soccer team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, MARVELL WYNNE Jr.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think that's right. He's on the U.S. men's team. But yeah, he was not great. I think he was like a speedy fourth outfield type.
Yeah. Good last name. Wynn.
Yeah, seriously.
Marvell lose.
Yep. So much win.
Marvel win.
I hate saying it. I can't believe I said that. I'm glad no one's recording this.
Well, good job, I think, except for Barry Bonds.
Yeah, that was more of a recreational piece of gum.
I think I'll have one too, actually.
Oh, treat yourself. Gum buddies.
That hurts my jaw.
Right? See? Yeah.
It takes a lot to... Yeah.
I'm going to be really strong.